Eastern Time during live free football picks. Today we focus here on Europe. And make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. We want you guys live with us so you can bet in the best numbers. And, of course, those days when we have games going on today, we have 2 games for today starting here at the top of the hour. So you guys want to make sure you're live with us so you get those those picks. Of course, when you make the bets, you get the best numbers. I want to remind you of just a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Then click on the All Cappers tab to get signed up. Also love to hear from you guys. Post your picks in the comments below. And of course, visit our site, TonySpace.com, for our top handicappers picks here from all the major sports. Click the links and get signed up. You'll see Paul is our top unit producer this year. You look for the best bets. Each capper can designate one best bet per sport per day. And you can see them listed there here on our site. Right now, Paul has a best bet going on for Sunday, so get signed up for that. So there are more best bets here on our site. Nick as well. Each capper can designate one premium pick as their $15 premium pick just to showcase their service, and you'll see there's lots of them there. Even Paul has one up there for you right now. This one from a Liga featured bet. So get signed up and use that promo code to save yourself some money. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Paul Legaros. I'm over at TonySpace.com. Paul, what's happening?
It's going nice. Yesterday we gave out some nice props with Lionel Messi to give out an assist, and he did. De Bruyne an assist, he did. I think we gave out Juventus, Benfica, both teams to score, which was also the case. So some really nice free plays, and today I got some also nice free plays for the Europa Conference League. I'm sorry, and this match starts in about 40-45 minutes from now. So I have a Europa League play loaded right now. So head over to my page and check it out, and just enjoy these free plays, who are very often winners.
They certainly are often winners here, guys. With Paul Legaros, you'll find his best bets at TonySpace.com. So let's go ahead. Let's get underway here. Europa Conference League action for Thursday, top of the hour. We have Silkeborg taking on West Ham.
Yeah, Silkeborg, they're in bad shape right now. They've won just 1 of their last 5 with 3 losses and a draw, and they've won just 2 of their last 8 with 5 losses and 1 draw. And under 2.5 goals is 7-1 in their last 8. West Ham, they came back from 1 goal behind to beat FCSB in the first match of the Europa Conference League. They beat them by 3-1 last week, and they scored all 3 goals past the 69th minute. So they scored 3 late goals to overturn that result. Now, the Hammers, they met another Danish team, Viborg, in the Conference League qualifiers. They beat them by 3-1 at home and by 3-0 on the road. And that Viborg side is very similar to today's opponent, Silkeborg, as the 2 teams are sitting just 1 point apart in the Danish league. So West Ham, they have a lot of talent in their squad, and even in the reserves, I expect them to win this one. The money line is too low, so we'll be pairing it up with the over 1.5 goals for a higher price. So taking a West Ham money line and over 1.5 goals at minus 135 here.
All right, Paul, everybody, find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Europa Conference League action here for Thursday, starting top of the hour, about 40 minutes away. We got Silkeborg and West Ham. He likes in this one, West Ham money line and over 1.5 goals, return minus 135. All right, you guys are tuned in to Southampton Daily. Join us Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like, subscribe, set notifications, hit that bell to be live with us so you can get those best numbers and these picks for these games that start within half an hour or sooner. Let's continue on here with Southampton Daily. Continuing here with Europa Conference League action for Thursday, we have Hapoel, Sheva, and Villarreal.
Yeah, Villarreal, they're coming off their first loss of the season when they fell by 1-0 on the road against Betis. But, you know, that was a tough match and against a very tough opponent. So take that result with a grain of salt. Last week, they kind of struggled to beat Lech Poznan by 4-3 at home in the Europa Conference League opener in a match where they used reserves and their defense wasn't that good. So even so, Villarreal, they have 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in all competitions so far this season. They've kept 5 clean sheets, so the defense works perfectly. All 5 of their wins had 2 goals or more, so I expect something similar today. And I'm taking Villarreal money line and over 1.5 goals at minus 102 here.
All right, Paul, let us find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Europa Conference League action for Thursday. Hapoel, Sheva, and Villarreal. In this one, he likes Villarreal money line and over 1.5 goals to return minus 102. All right, let's continue on here with Southampton Daily, joined by Paul Legaros. Guys, if you're looking for Paul's best bet, you'll find him right now. Click the link in the description below and get signed up. Of course, you can get on board with Paul's long-term passes. Of course, we're here with a lot of midweek action and weekend action. It's a good time to get on board with Paul with us over at TonySpeaks.com. Saturday weekend action up there already from Paul from the Big Five Bundesliga play up there right now, as well as La Liga total for you, and of course the EPL featured $15 best bet. Another featured bet here on Sunday's La Liga. So get signed up, or instead of buying all these plays individually, why don't you just go ahead and get a long-term passes? There is action for today from the conference Europa League featured bet as well. So get signed up, or the long-term pass, the 7-day pass is the way to go. Use promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by Paul Legaros. We go to La Liga action for Saturday as we have Barcelona taking on Elche.
Yeah, Barcelona, they're coming off a bad loss to Bayern Munich by 2-0 on the road midweek. But, these are tough matches against a very good team. And Barcelona, they were actually not that bad in that match, but they were quite unlucky in their shots. But other than that loss, they've been really, really good so far in the season. They've won, prior to that, they had 5 straight wins, and that goalless draw against Rayo Vallecano in the opener. So they've been firing in all cylinders, and I expect them to come out of the gates with guns blazing, against the Celta side, who are just really, really bad so far in the season. They have 4 losses and 1 draw. They conceded 4 goals against Bilbao in their last match. Prior to that, they conceded 4 goals against Villarreal. A lot of first half goals as well. I'm not so sure if Barcelona will be able to, keep a clean sheet here, because Elche, they're under very much pressure now, and they might hurt them. So I'm going to take the over 1.5 goals in the first half at -114 here.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at TonySpeaks.com. La Liga action for Saturday. Barcelona and Elche in this one. He likes over 1.5 goals first half. The return -1.14. All right, you're continuing to watch us here on Soccer Picks Daily. Join us Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us to get these picks live and get those best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by Paul Legaros as we move forward here. We go action here from the EPL Friday as we have Aston Villa and Southampton.
Yeah, this is an easy one. We're going to take both teams to score -150 here. If you don't like the price, I usually keep saying that, over and over. Just use it in a parlay. Use it as a parlay piece. Now, Aston Villa, they haven't kept a single clean sheet so far in the season. They've scored in most of their matches. They did fail to score against West Ham and Bournemouth in the opener, which was a really surprising result. But they have a good offense, and I expect them to get on board tonight. But their defense, it's a sad place for this Aston Villa right now. Actually, they probably are over it by now, but they spent a lot of money to bring in a top-class defender in the off-season, and that defender was injured for the entire season at the first or second match. So they've been really they were unable to keep clean sheets. And now Southampton are coming to town, who remain scoreless in the 1-0 loss to Wolves. And, the coach really kind of snapped at his team for, not being able to score, because other than that, their offense is operating at pretty solid levels. They've scored multiple goals so far in the season, and against this just weak Aston Villa defense, I think both teams will score here. So I'm going to take both teams to score -150.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. In this one, we're looking here at EPL action here for Friday, Aston Villa and Southampton. He likes in this one both teams to score, the return -150. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. If you miss any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here. It is pick 5 from our 5-pack. We move back to La Liga for Saturday's action with Valencia taking on Celta.
Yeah, Valencia, they're coming off a loss, but they probably deserved more than that loss, because they were really good in that match. Their opponents took an early lead. They took them by surprise. And then in the start of the second half, Valencia scored an own goal. The match was very physical, had a lot of cards. Valencia did get in the score sheet at the third minute of stoppage time, but it wasn't enough. They lost by 2-1. Just days after blasting Getafe by 5-1. So we've seen this Valencia defense operating on very, very good levels at the start of the season, but now they've keep, bleeding goals left and right. Not a lot of them, but they do concede. It's their offense that was a problem in the start of the season, but now they got a new, they got many players. They got a couple of players who are really a boost up front, and I believe that they'll be able to overcome the Celta Vigo side, who, yes, they've been scoring goals so far in the season, but their defense has been conceding a lot, and I expect this new Valencia offense to take advantage of Celta Vigo's just soft defense. So we're gonna get creative here. We're gonna take Valencia double chance and over 1.5 goals at -105, because I'm kind of afraid of the 1-1 draw, to be honest.
All right, Paul Liberato's finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Liga action here for Saturday. Valencia and Celta. He likes Valencia double chance and 1.5 over 1.5. The return of -105. Hey, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Daily. Join with us Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like and subscribe. Paul, before we get here to the recap, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. We've been on fire here with your best bet. Also, top unit producer over on our site for 2022. All right, we got action here this week here from the conference leagues. The Big Five weekend beginning here on Friday. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, I have a lot of plays loaded. I have a Europa League, a $15 Europa League featured bet. I have a guaranteed Sunday best bet. I have a $15 Sunday La Liga featured bet, which actually I have a featured bet and a guaranteed bet in pretty much every single day leading up to Sunday. There is a lot of soccer action going on. We got EPL action, we got La Liga action, we got Bundesliga action, we have Italy, France, we have MLS, we have a lot of, there's a lot of action. And then next week we're going to have a small break where we have international matches between, the national teams. So that's going to be also very interesting. There's a lot of action going on in the weekend, so you might as well grab now a 3-day pass or a 7-day pass, and guarantee you that you'll make money out of it.
That's right, guys. I got board here with Paulie West over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the numbers here. Fantastic results in best bets. Top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com for 2022. Lots of action up there. Bundesliga total for the weekend. La Liga total as well here from Paulie West over at Tony'sPicks.com. As you scroll his page, you'll find play after play after play up here. A lot of best bets on the board as well from Paul. Also a featured bet. He does have some promotional bets from up on the board right now. That $15 play, as we talked about, for Saturday and Sunday. Get you introduced to his service. Europa League featured pick is up there right now, so get on board with that. He's getting some kickoffs here top of the hour, as well as a Sunday best bet. But instead of buying all these plays individually, probably a good time to get on board with Paul with a 7-day all sports pass. You get all of Paul's premium plays for 7 days, include all the big leagues, as we talked about, the big leagues in Europe. All the big tournaments going on with the Champions League. We also have a Europa League action, a Conference League action. So a good time to get on board here with Paulie with us over at Tony'sPicks.com. And, of course, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll save you 20% off any of the passes up there. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Also, again, use it either on any of the passes you like. You just want to buy the individual plays. You just want to buy all the best bets. You get the long-term pass, like a 1-month all sports pass. You won't miss a best bet from Paul because you go right to the members area. You'll find them there instead of having to fish the site to see who's up there with all these picks that are being posted up there. Lots of action here as we're right now, right in it right now from the Big Five in Europe, as well as champions in the Conference Leagues tournaments during the week. And don't forget North American Leagues with MLS. All right, let's continue on here. Soccer Daily, joined by Paul Legredos. And Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, first play is Europa Conference League match going live in about 27 minutes from now. Silkeborg versus West Ham. We're going to take a same game parlay of West Ham money line and over 1.5 goals at -135. Europa Conference League again on Thursday in about 30 minutes from now. Hapoel Sheva versus Villarreal. Same game parlay of Villarreal money line and over 1.5 goals -102. La Liga on Saturday, Barcelona versus Elche. We're going to take the over 1.5 first half goals at -114. EPL on Friday, Aston Villa versus Southampton. We're going to take both teams to score -150. If you think it's too low, stick it in a parlay. La Liga on Saturday, Valencia versus Celta. We're going to take a same game parlay of Valencia double chance and over 1.5 goals at -105.
There you go, from Paul Legredos. You'll find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. That was his 5-pack, but if you're looking for his best bets, those are his premium picks. So click the link in the description below and get signed up. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Lots of action here from Paul, from the big leagues up there. Conference League, Europa Conference League action tonight up there as well. Picks here from the EPL get on board. Of course, the long-term pass is the way to go instead of buying them individually, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you 20% off. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of Soccer Steady. Guys, reminder here, like, subscribe, set notifications. You want that bell to notify you when we're live, because you never know when Paul has picks coming up here within minutes. So that's why you want to set those notifications, especially this time of the year. We got a lot of midweek action, so make sure you like and subscribe and set notifications. That'll do it here for our show for today, guys. I'm going to wave goodbye to you guys. Have a great winning day and night. We'll talk with you guys again tomorrow here live on Soccer